So this is the situation. Thule of Sweden reached out to me on Instagram and they said we'd sponsor you any camera bag you like from our latest line if in return you take a photo for us and post it on Instagram. So I said sure, because I know the company previously and I thought it's really great quality. I've always thought very highly of them, and I said yeah sure, I'd love to try out one of your bags, and that's why we're here right now. So just behind me is Westminster Abbey, which you can hear bonging at the moment. Got a beautiful London phone box as well, so I thought that just fit in perfectly for my Instagram feed. Take a photo of me wearing this backpack, and yeah, I thought that would look really good on my Instagram feed and would do the bag justice as well, staying true to my theme. But that's all I had to do, but I thought while I'm at it, I might as well just do a YouTube video about it as well and tell you guys about a little bit more about this bag and why I chose this one. So this is the covert bag, and the reason I chose this one is because it's the top of a range one that Thule does. And I already have a great camera bag, but I thought I'd talk a little bit more about what makes this specific bag a lot more special and why this one will be useful along my other bags. So this is a bag that's designed for urban photography, but what I really like about it is that it's very versatile. So this bottom half is completely dedicated to photography as well, but the top half leaves you plenty of space that you can use for various of your other personal items. And that's really cool about this bag. Obviously, Thule being such a good brand, it's very reputable and highly known for its quality, and the finishing on this bag is insane. Can't speak highly enough of that. But let's talk about some of the closer details that make this bag unique, because that's what's going to interest you as a photographer, and it's going to make the difference between you deciding whether this is the right bag for you, which is ultimately the key question here. So the bottom part is the camera part. So let's start talking about this one, because this is key. So you can access your camera from the side, which is really handy when you've got your camera on the back, swing it around, you can grab your camera out. And there's space for 3 lenses in here, as well as the body on top. So one thing I need to point out here though is if you're using pro equipment, I'm talking big DSLR cameras like the 5D I'm using, or maybe the Nikon D810, as well as pro lenses, which tend to be a lot wider in aperture but also in diameter. The lens is just really big. You're going to struggle to fit all that in there. So 3 lenses definitely won't fit, maybe 2. So I'd say this bag is better suited for somebody who's using an enthusiast camera or maybe a mirrorless camera with a lot smaller lenses. Then this bag is perfect for you, but for pros or for big equipment, it's probably not the best bag. And the cell can actually be removed. You can take this out of the bag, which means you can convert this bag from being a camera bag to just being a standard bag where you can put your normal things in. So I find that really cool as well. Maybe if you don't want to bring a camera along but you want a good overnight bag, this is amazing. And the top compartment is also really cool. When you unclip this, you can see it rolls up, which is not only great for keeping rain out, because tucking it all in nicely repels the rain. It also expands the space potentially, so you got a lot of room for some personal stuff in here, which is great. So you can go your whole day, maybe go to work and take some photos afterwards. So really good for that. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the front part of the bag. That's just like any other backpack. Got a bit of space for, it's just a smaller compartment with some space for some pens and your normal things. But another cool thing that really stood out for me on this bag is just tucked here behind your back, there's a laptop compartment that not only fits a 15-inch laptop, but also an iPad would fit in here as well. So that's quite rare. You rarely see camera bags that fit both tablet and a laptop. It's usually either or. So that really stood out for me. Another good thing that makes this bag great for cameras is the side pocket over here, because it's just big enough to fit in a tripod, and you can strap that in at the top here as well, which I find really helpful. As well as, again, I need to point out that if you're using a professional tripod, which again tends to be a lot bigger and a lot bulkier, you're going to struggle a bit with the space and dimensions to just make it fit really snugly. So you're better off with a travel tripod, something that's a little bit lighter, a little bit more entry to mid-level, and that will fit here perfectly. Lastly, this isn't a big deal for a lot of people, but I find this is really the difference between a great camera bag and a mediocre camera bag. and that's just the way it fits. You don't want the shoulder bags that are going to break your spine, or sling bags, and that's the sternum strap. I mean, a lot of people take this for granted, but having this strapped in when you're wearing your bag all day is amazing. So yeah, long story short, you decide for yourself, but I'm really happy with this bag, and thanks Thule for sending me this. I'm sure I'll be using it a lot more in due course. So anyway, that's my little bag review. Didn't want to go into too much depth because it's just a camera bag, and talking about zippers and all kinds of details just gets a little bit boring in the end. So if you're still watching this by now and you aren't bored to death yet and haven't switched off, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on some of my future videos where I explore London and various other places all around the world. So yeah, if you like this video, drop a thumbs up below and let me know what you think of this bag and what makes the perfect camera bag for you in the comments below. Love to see your insight on what you get out of your photography and your equipment. See you in the next episode. Bye.